And right as all this has ended, it's starting to die down a little bit. You see out of Caraxus's dead body, like lightning starts flickering where he'd be holding in the dagger in his pouch, and Rajin just miraculously appears right on cue. Oops, why is he so small? He's so tiny.
He took the size of the dagger.
He's so little.
And Rajin just pops out of the dagger.
Yeah, I can imagine like maybe it's on Carax's belt, and the hand or claw of Raging begins to materialize around the hilt. As the claw becomes an arm, and the arm becomes a body, and so on. And he's basically on one knee over Caraxus, and he's staring at him. And he, what has happened here? As he turns to the rest of you.
Hey guys, I don't think anyone heard the whole beginning of any of.
What do you mean no one heard the whole beginning?
What?
Excuse me, I'm just gonna go shoot myself.
I don't think anybody heard Nate's recap and like the half of what Derek was saying starting the session.
Oh my word!
Why did you like crash or something?
No, it just wasn't, because when OBS updated, it didn't change. It changed a bunch of the resources, so I'm not sure that you guys' audio came through in the beginning.
Well, okay, the beginning doesn't matter. Now matters.
I'm just putting that out there so y'all know. So Ray doesn't go watch the recap and it's like, hey Nathan, we couldn't hear anything in the beginning of the stream.
Don't think that won't stop me.
Anyways, Ordin's dead. Caraxus is passed out. We heard Rajin get up. Let's go.
Rajin asked, "What happened here?"
And scene.
Ragnar is going to finally land and head straight for Ordin because he's the one that could see everything that was happening.
It's like in Rick Taven would kneel over Caraxus, like check his pulse. He see that he's still breathing. He's just unconscious, and would yell out, "He'll be fine!" And he'll lay his hands on you and use Cure Wounds at 5th level. So it'll be. Oops, I didn't add his modifier. Plus his spellcasting modifier, which is 7. So Caraxus heals for 41 HP.
Ooh, nice. That is max. Exactly.
And he would do that and then look up to Ragnar. How's the other one doing?
Ragnar will check to see if like Ordin's breathing, if he's alive.
And he's you would find out very quickly he is not breathing.
Yeah, Ordin has always given off like a little bit of warmth, just being a fire dragonborn, and it's just very cold around him right now.
Ragnar just like shouts that at the top of his lungs. He's cold.
And everybody is just in dead shock, not talking.
Iris has like that look on her face, that look that everyone's kind of getting used to seeing, that look as if she wants to just turn and run and leap off this balcony back the direction that we all flew and just leave. But instead she comes sprinting forward, and she has all these spectral guardians like still flitting all around. So it's just this flow of these specters flying everywhere, and these spirit guardians floating all over the place. And she just falls like on top of Ordin and just starts sobbing. And
And Rictavio and Ismark would slowly just somber on over. And just their heads would be bowed in sorrow.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Raging would help lift Caraxis onto his feet, kind of dust him off a bit. Come, it is time. We must do all we can. And walk over, looking down at whatever they're doing to Ordin. He will be needed.
When you lift up Caraxis, he's definitely like he's stumbly, like he just got knocked out, and he's trying to orient himself, so he probably like zigzag stumbles, but kind of follows you. Maybe even like falls down a couple times, but he just follows you without saying anything.
Iris is going to take this pouch full of dust and pour a whole bunch in her hand, and she's kind of looking at it for a second, and then she just starts to like dust it over Ordin, but it's like mixing with tears and all of this, and it's just this mess of nastiness looking, and she's muttering under her breath, and it's going to cast Revivify on Ordin.
And Ordin, Ray, you are now alive at 1 HP, and you kind of
Cool.
just slowly open your eyes.
Ordin's eyes aren't completely like cleared yet. They're kind of still a little foggy. And he just kind of chokes on some blood and just gently looks around at you guys. What happened?
Iris doesn't say a word. She like just collapses her head onto your chest, and just the most ugly cry you've ever seen.
And I imagine it must be like a small comfort that she can feel him getting warmer again just from like the fire reigniting in him. But he doesn't completely know what to say. He just kind of looks around at you guys really confused.
Raging will reach down a claw to offer to help you up. Good. You are not lost to us then. It's time.
And when he goes to start lifting you up, you just get that awful feeling in your entire body, like everything hurts. Everything is in pain. You've been stabbed in the stomach multiple times. You've been beaten with shields while you've been lying prone on the ground. You are in bad shape.
And he's just gonna cough up some more blood, like onto Rajan as he's trying to stand up, and he can't quite get up. Guys, I know I take a lot of beatings. I don't know, this one feels worse. And he kind of just like goes down on one knee to rest a bit.
Ragnar looks at you and says, "Now you know how I feel. I'm not the only one now.
And
Though
he's gonna
took me a bit longer to recover."
I don't remember much. I was in some misty place and there was no one around. Are you saying that and he can't quite find the words, but he just looks really terrified.
Unfortunately, that is what I'm saying. Just be thankful that you only spent a moment there. Spent what felt like a lifetime.
And I'll just turn to Raijin. Is there any chance that we can survive this? We can't end up there.
And of course there is. We have grown.
I
But
mean,
it's not time to doubt. It is time to stand. Come. You are not dead yet.
Well, it
Raijin,
kind
I
of
don't.
was.
Raijin, I don't know how to tell you this any plainer. I don't think I can stand up right now.
Let me help with that duty.
If you still don't take his claw, then he will.
Not. I'm holding on to you right now. It's just that I can't. That he's like real hurt.
It's like a limp arm.
Basically, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sure. I'm sure we've still got
It's a
some
needle.
potions.
Yeah, you
Well,
still got your
also-
potions. Nobody's used any of those.
Also, Nate is working on something. He's just taking a while.
I can either hand you a potion or I can use another one of my spell slots.
Okay, here's the thing. I've got a 3rd level spell slot that could go to Revivify, or it could go to healing all of us.
You have hands that can heal, correct?
I mean, I do, but I need to save those.
Save a few.
Like, how bad are the rest of you guys looking?
Full, because he got healed the full. I think the only other ones that are hurt are a lot are Ismark and Taven, because they were taking the brunt of the damage there.
Iris is down a decent amount.
Okay, so
And Ragnar got hit a couple times. Not too bad, but a little bit.
hey Kevin, how would you suggest doing Aura Vitality if I were to do that? That's the one that like you can supercharge up some healing.
You can get lots of people through it.
Yeah, it's up to a minute is a thing, but like it's a churn is how long someone can get some healing on them.
Yeah. If I mean, if there's lots of us that are that badly injured, then yeah, use it.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about if there's enough to justify it.
I mean,
I think it's just
should have-
you, really.
Yeah, you should, like just use some potions. I'll give you one greater
Okay.
and one standard healing potion. Take
how
them
much-
now.
Yeah, how much is the greater?
4d4.
Yeah, it's 4d4 plus 4.
A cool 13.
And then a regular is 2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2?
Yep.
Uh,
So 20.
yeah, that's not much. So I'm up to 21.
Yeah. So, and then, like again, because your healing hands is an action.
Yeah, it's better for out of combat, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I would just save some of them for like
If somebody goes down.
Yeah, a defib. So
A defib, I like that.
You mean
You've got-
something Ragnar could have done?
you've got what? You've got what? 45.
How many do I have? Oh, you're right. I do have 45.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
5
45
times
left.
character level.
Well, I used
Yeah.
20 of them last time on Caraxis, so I've got 25 left.
Okay. Well, you use another 20.
Okay, that's gonna give me 5, but I think I can make do with that to at least defib someone.
Yeah. And then if anyone else has got some cure wounds or something, then
I am up to half health right now, so he just chugs these down like they're like Mountain Dews, and then like covers his wounds with his hands and just slowly breathes out, and the wounds start to like dissipate a little bit, and he starts to calm down a little bit, and he'll turn to Iris and like he of course gets up because he figures Raisin's tired of holding his hand. And he'll turn to Iris and just like run his claw through her hand. Iris, calm down. Look, I'm better now.
And then Richthofen would bow his head and say he's glad that you're okay, and that the dwarf here is strong, has a strong connection with her god, that she is able to bring back the dead. Now, before we do anything more hasty, let me cast a few spells of my own. And he would, because a creature, okay, and he would go to Ordin, Caraxes, and Ismark, and would like lay his hands on each of your shoulders, seeing as Ordin and Caraxes are the ones that have gone down already, so he just seems they're the most likely to be hit, and then Ismark is very important. So he's going to lay his hand on your shoulders, and you would feel this, kind of like a virtuous vitality feeling coming through your body as he is using all of his 4th level spell slots on the 3 of you and casting Death Ward on each of you.
What does that do?
The first time a target drops to 0 HP as a result of taking damage, you're instead dropped to 1.
Okay, that's good to know.
For how long?
It lasts for 8 hours. So
Okay.
this
Surely
travel
not.
this travel through the castle, you can all die once for free.
Okay.
All right,
How-
fair enough.
How are you two feeling? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'll be fine.
Oh, dude, I totally respect your autonomy. I was asking Ismark and Vinrichten.
Oh, well, fine then. Don't check on the Yoken Beards. Now Ragnar wants to go jump back off the cliff and fly back down again.
Give me
Well,
a
I
second.
guess
I'm putting a mark that shows me that you're all the ones that are death warded, so I remember. You got a
I
fist.
genuinely
Power.
feel like Caraxes doesn't deserve this.
No, but you're stupid enough to get yourself killed.
yeah.
It was 1, maybe 3 times total.
Ismark and Rictavio would respond with, we're doing okay. We're a little beat up, but we can always we'll be okay for now.
Okay, now that Nathan got all mad, I will turn and make sure that the Oakenbeards are okay too.
You're the one that died.
It doesn't matter now, right? It's too little, too late.
I will turn to Rajin. They were trying to take Caraxes for something. Like, they targeted him specifically.
Perhaps
They
the
said,
smallest.
Master, they said I was touched, and that Lord Strahd had special plans.
Alexis, speak up. I cannot hear you. Stop whispering.
It's like,
He would
and
Did your voice
Like,
box get hurt?
he thinks about it and goes, I think so.
Very well. Perhaps that's evil temple. They have sensed it.
He nods his head.
Who was it that you fought here?
Vampires and spear throwers. They ambushed us.
Rahadin was here too, but it wasn't really him. It was some kind of illusion.
At the mention of Rahadin, you'll see that his grip on his sword hilt tightens. The stereotypical creaking of leather of the grip, sort of thing. The coward is still here. We still owe him, Caraxes.
Give him 1 second. Audio issues.
Of course.
What other
Okay.
kind of issues
Can
would
it-
we have?
I can hear you now, though. What'd you say?
We still
Kevin.
owe him. His soul is to be, his spirit is to be the fuel for our master's return.
We will take his life, master.
Yes.
Woo.
So, where do we go now?
You would see on both the left or the north and southern parts of the castle, you see two like walls, and then the only way through them are single portcullises on each side. There are no doors leading into the castle in this little courtyard or garden area that you can see.
Can I attempt to raise the portcullis?
Beep, 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 beep.
What exactly is a portcullis?
It's
Like-
you know in like movies
It's
where they
a
have a
metal
castle?
grid or a wooden grid
Yeah,
that
those things.
goes up and down in front of a gate.
So it's not a gate.
It's a gate that raises up instead of like doors. It's like the metal bars, like a cell that raise up, kind of.
Okay.
Do you remember
I
that
see.
scene in Lord of the Rings when they're at the? Oh wait,
He hasn't seen Lord of the Rings.
I don't-
Do you remember that scene in Lord of the Rings where like Godzilla showed up?
Oh no, I
Yeah.
think you're thinking of Fast and the Furious.
Oh, you know what? I absolutely am.
There are wenches on both sides of the
Wenches.
are
Are
they
they-
are they portly or are we talking portly winches or?
I meant like I don't know what the hell I was trying to say, but little like levers, chains that you can pull up the portcullises with.
Winch.
Yes, winches.
It's a winch with
It's a winch, not a winch.
Bite me. I hate you all.
Boil, boil, toil and trouble.
Can we like try to use that? Can I try to use that to like lift it up?
Which one do you want to lift?
I suppose the one that's right in front of me.
Those aren't the portcullises are the north and the south, where those
Wait.
3 dots are along the walls.
Oh shoot, my bad. Yeah, I'll go over here.
Can we see through them?
Yeah.
Well, what's on the other side of them?
You see to the north, boop, and to the south, boop.
Hey, Derek, can I use my divine sense to see if there's any vampires around?
Everywhere.
Are there vampires in Strahd's castle?
There's vampires, undead. There's shit
I know, but
inside
I
the
want to
castle.
like. I know that, but I want to like get a sense of what's around me. It's just 60 feet, so it should tell us if we can expect any ambushes.
Let me see how far 60 feet is. I can't.
No, we
just
should
turn
do that from the start.
Well, I got how many uses
Fair.
of this do I have? I should have more, right?
You don't sense any within 60 feet of you.
Okay. I don't think there's any vampires or undead around here, so maybe it's safe to go in this way. And I will attempt to like use these winches with with an eye.
I have a question for Kevin.
Yeah.
Since when you were gone, Rajin used fly on Ordin. Does he still have the wings even though he died?
Yeah, because I'm the one maintaining the spell, not anyone else.
And how long does fly last?
Might be 10 minutes.
Okay, so
Let me
you're
find it.
probably gone for a little bit longer.
Craxus would stop you before you start messing with stuff, and he would say, "Let my wyvern scout ahead before we get into something we don't really want to at the moment."
Okay, and don't forget you've got that wand.
Oh no, that thing's broken.
Well, would you mind if you let someone else hold it? If you're not going to use it?
Sure. I mean, it's good for picking your nose, but that's about it. Would you like it?
No, give it to Iris. She's pretty smart. She can figure out how to use it.
Yeah. He'd hand it off to Iris.
If anyone's smart in our group, it's Iris and Rajin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just so
Go ahead.
just so you know, Iris has a -1 intelligence. I'm not sure if intelligence is what's needed for this, but
No,
saying.
I don't think it's needed.
It just requires attunement, which if you spend time a short rest, you can attune to it.
No, I was just saying that, like, she is smart enough to not walk into traps like Caraxis.
And you're in Caraxis, you're using your little pygmy wyvern to scout over there.
Yeah. He's flying ahead. He would really like to just go all around, kind of the up here.
Right. Quick wrong. This courtyard northeast of the keep is enclosed by towering walls. A stone carriage house with hinged wooden doors stands silent in the northern corner where the outer walls meet. Across from the carriage house is the slender wooden door reinforced with iron bars leading into the keep, which Oodles opened over here. Actually, right here.
Is that a window?
That's the iron doors leading into the keep.
But they're open.
No.
Or is this a door here?
No.
Oh, are these just like little walls? All right. I'm just gonna go out over this way.
And you see another portcullis from the other side. They're leading out towards the front of the keep.
Gotcha. He's gonna kind of reveal this little corner. Is that just like a?
Yeah, my bad. Kind
Oh,
of
you're good.
there.
Gotcha. The wyvern's gonna fly over here, and Caraxis is going to tell the party, beyond this portcullis, it seems like everything is clear. And he explains that there's doors going into the keep over here, and then straight ahead there's like the iron doors or something going into the keep.
Where do you guys think Strahd is right now?
Deep.
Dead, hopefully.
Yeah, that assassin might have gotten him. You never know.
No, well, he could have gotten lost, but Caraxis spied on him and he just stared at him.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
I will go ahead and use the winch to open up the portcullis so everyone else can go through.
Bite me.
I wasn't
What's wrong,
trying
Derek?
to be sarcastic.
You use the right word. It just has another meaning depending on how you spell it.
I know. I hate you. And Ismark and Rictavio would take the initiative and walk in first. And they will look back.
That's how NPCs die.
Which way are we heading?
That's how
Are
we get
heading
ambushed.
Do we head into the keep, or do we inspect that little house over there in the corner? And Rictavio would point over to the doors over there.
See, the thing is that we don't know where he could be. He could be in there.
If only we could have had some sort of premonition and reading as to tell us where.
Oh, that would be useful.
It would have been, wouldn't it?
I
It
don't
would
even
have
have an
been.
excuse. I was the reason that I was like, "Hey, you should look and see where he is." I didn't even have an excuse for that. I'm sorry.
Like nobody wanted to go see the Vistanis.
Well, no. Oh yeah, I got what you're
the,
saying.
the premonition that Kevin
No.
is talking about.
Hey, you know what would have been great if we met a Vistani that worked with Van Richten
Yeah.
and who has cards.
Yeah.
Or if maybe like someone would have mentioned that on the way to Strahd's castle or something, and we could have taken a detour last session instead of getting someone killed.
Nah.
Or like when we first started, Ismark specifically was like, "Oh, don't go to the Vistani camp. That'll take too long. Let's take the long road."
Ragnar's
Okay,
gonna go
wait.
listen at that door.
I don't know
take
what's
a-
going on with this Vistani thing, but there's a lot of sass getting thrown around.
Take a perception check.
We
for
missed a
Ragnar.
whole section of stuff that could have helped us, Nate. That's what's going on.
We didn't miss it. Derek admitted it.
I didn't omit it. You walked by it. You could have
Yeah.
gone there.
After you told us to.
Still could have gone. You don't have to follow my orders. You don't have to follow what Ismark is saying. You go your own damn way. You're adults.
I don't want to read that chapter.
16.
No, I knew it. It's a very small area. See, okay. What do you hear in there?
Well, that's why Derek didn't want to read it. That's why Derek didn't want to read that chapter, because it's the smallest one in the book, and he's like, I don't have an excuse for not reading that unless
Guys,
I don't make them go there.
It's not even a chapter. It's a blurb. It's like this big.
It's not a big. It's not a big. It's not. I knew it. I know what's in the Vistani camp. You hear like heavy footsteps on kind of on clattering on the other side. I don't know how I would describe it, but yeah.
Do they sound like flippers?
No.
Would you
Oodles.
say it arose such a clatter, or
Sort of. Sure.
no? Okay.
Yeah.
I
I said sure.
It was a Christmas joke, guys.
Oh, to
I
go
know,
with
I
Nick's
got it.
shirt.
Get with it.
Yep.
Ragnar will head back and describe what he heard, I guess. I heard
Like
some
the
clattering.
Sound of hooves.
Okay, well that's not Strahd then.
Well, then we don't need to worry about it, right?
Wait, is
Um,
it? Is over here like a stable?
Where?
Can't
Where he
vampires
just was.
can't vampires turn into animals?
Well, he turned into a bat.
Well, of course he might be able to turn into a horse.
A bat's a little different than a horse.
Oodles can
They
do
taste
it.
about the same, though.
Are you saying that Strahd turned into a horse and is waiting for us for the final battle? In there?
That would sure throw us off. I'd do it.
I mean,
A
Look.
minotaur also has hooves.
Yeah,
All I'm
but they live in mazes.
So too a gorgon.
all I'm saying is that maybe a higher power's finally throwing us a bone, and if Strahd's a horse, maybe we can ride his ass.
I mean,
That
do what
sounds
you
wrong.
want, man. We won't judge.
All right, I guess we're not going in the horse room.
Before we go into any room, can Derek tell me what's in all this black space here?
I can't even see.
Like
Go ahead and ping it.
over here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your wyvern's over there. I
'Cause-
see.
Yeah, like my wyvern's
Ah.
just taking laps here. He's trying to figure out anything that isn't covered by a roof.
I might as well. Is there anything to show on this? No, everything's
Everything's inside.
Boom. It's like
Oh, perfect.
if your wyvern would have gone around front, I
Yeah.
deleted them earlier because I don't expect you guys going back over there. Like out front, there you would have seen 4 like red dragon wormlings, some extra vampires, and some werewolves standing out front guarding the
Mhm.
front gate.
Yeah.
So you would have seen other guards out front.
Are they there still, or?
Yes, they would still be
Okay.
there. I can put them back if you wanted me to.
I mean, if need be, but Praxis would explain that to the party, that there are we should keep our noise down. There's red dragons at the front here. Seems like there was a ambush waiting for us on both sides.
Well, maybe we should go inside then.
Are
Not inside
these
with the horse.
are these windows up here?
I don't know what they are. They're the goddamn roof.
Okay,
No, I don't think they're windows.
I'm just making sure they're not like figures.
Yeah.
They look like those windows you put on top of rounded, like
Mhm.
dormitories, I think they're called.
Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure they weren't like gargoyles or something that we need to be aware of.
Right. And Caraxus would also say that at the very top of these towers here, there is a staircase that seems to lead into the castle.
You would not know that. You son of a
Why
bitch.
not?
Is your wyvern flying all the way up there?
Fuck yeah, he is. He's getting
Oh,
a
okay.
bird's eye view.
Okay,
Derek,
fair enough.
Derek, there's got to be a back door here somewhere, right? Because right here.
Yeah, it's right over here. Mm-hmm.
That's the door that Oodles peeked out of when you destroyed the heart and Strahd was running towards the castle.
Is Carax, is the wyvern looking at the stairs? Is he going in this area? This big red glowing area that I'm pretty sure I know where it goes, but just out of curiosity.
Yeah, like, well, if y'all want him to, my wyvern could
so you
explore
know,
down there.
It would not be glowing red.
Well, I know it's not now because I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I was just using that for reference.
That would lead to the heart.
Because
crystal heart that you destroyed. But yeah, it's obviously no red glowing lights coming out of it right now.
Do we still have fly on us right now or no?
For like 5, 6 more minutes, yeah.
So I'm just thinking, Kevin asked about a back door. Like, we can go in the back door, or if Caraxus is letting us know that the wyvern saw that staircase, we could potentially fly up to that staircase.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful about that staircase, though. It's slippery.
Well, not anymore.
Not this staircase. This one.
Oh yeah. That one's got to be less slippery.
That one looks like it has at least OSHA's been here because it has handrails.
Yeah. But Caraxus would let everyone know. It's probably a better idea to infiltrate from the very top, so you can clear floors as you go down a little safer.
I'm assuming that Rajan's pointing out the door over there. I'm assuming he's the one that sees the back door over there.
Yeah, I would probably say, what locations in the castle do we think he may be? The organ room?
No, he's not going to be there. I took care of that, dearie.
So you did.
Do you think it's possible that he's where Argynvost's skull is? Maybe he knows that we're coming for it, if he knew that we were coming.
Well, that would mean we need to go in the front door. And it's being guarded.
Not necessarily. We can get there by taking the staircase near the heart.
Well, if he is prepared for us to come in every direction, you would think he would be in the center of the castle.
And just for your information, Nate, for Caraxus, where your wyvern stands isn't the exact top of the tower or castle. There's 2 towers like that you're standing on, that your wyvern is here, where he is here and over here. But there's still a tower that rises even higher to your right
Yeah.
that just goes up even higher.
Right.
It's not you're not at the exact top of the castle.
Right, but like
If that meant anything to you.
not necessarily unless I mean, is there a door to that tower?
No, it is perfectly enclosed.
Yeah, so no, doesn't matter to me.
Region.
But I would relay that.
I meant yes, like I meant to the point of relaying it in case maybe he's in that tower.
Yeah.
I don't know, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, I would point that out as well. But it seems logical to me that if you're trying to like cover all your bases, you'd sit in the middle and just have your fucking defenses surround you, so you're prepared from every direction.
Maybe then a throne room? Did you guys see anything like that while you were here?
I did not.
Can
Throne room does seem like
can Caraxus and Ragnar kind of think about that model that we saw and see if there's any place we could pinpoint to start?
Like looking for Strahd or whatever? What are you talking about? Like a good entrance or what?
Like where Strahd might hold up and wait for us.
yeah, because we were fucking around with that, taking it apart and shit, right?
Mm-hmm. You would
I'll give
see.
you a history check.
Yeah, make history checks to see if you remember specifics about the castle. 10.
Ooh.
A 10.
Can I use my inspiration you gave me?
If you wanted to.
Oof. All right. Well, that's my wasted inspiration.
Hey, I got a 4 at least.
Didn't you roll a 16?
That was way earlier, Derek.
That was perception.
Oh, you should have used it.
Oh, that's right. That was the perception check.
Yeah.
You two, even though the Oakenbeard is an expert in architecture, you didn't really. You look for entrances into the castle, but you didn't look into like the dungeons or the towers or anything to those specifics to see what might be a good place to lock yourself up and defend.
All right, Ragnar's going to look to Raijin then and say, where do you suggest we go? The last time we tried doing this without you, Ordin died.
The throne would be on the ground floor or the first floor. If that is where we will look, that is where I suggest. We are on the ground floor currently. And the building to our south here, Derek.
Yep, that's the castle.
Yeah, I know it's the castle, Derek. But like, can I see this?
Oh wait,
dome?
we're at Strahd's castle already?
I thought we were in the stables.
This is Disney. I thought this was Disneyland.
Personally, don't know what this area is because it doesn't have anything describing it.
Okay, no. But this, is it a dome or is it a flat terrace roof? Because it looks to me like a dome.
It looks like a dome.
I think it is because of the way those windows are.
So to me, that would look like this here is a singular room beneath this dome. So, if Raging can see this, he would say that, okay, he's thinking that this here looks like a large open space if this is a singular dome. So he would say, that there dome It appears it would hold a large room beneath it. Something with...
That is
And
true.
you'll see the windows sort of like letting in lots of light, I guess. With those windows, it seems it would hold importance. Perhaps we check there. Perhaps that is the throne room.
Hey, Derek, can my wyvern peek through those
Yeah.
windows that you don't
Yeah.
know are actually a thing?
I looked into the what's beneath that, so
Okay,
I would
cool.
be able to figure it out. Like your
Sweet.
wyvern would fly up to the one of the windows, and it would see like it's a nice stained glass paneled windows. Every one of them is stained glass. You would peer down into the room below, and it would be a very large like chapel, like with with an altar and that kind of stuff, and some pews.
Pew pew.
Gotcha. Pew,
And the
pew, pew.
pews, like the pews, aren't in linear order. Like you can see that they've kind of been moved about. They aren't in straight lines. They're kind of just all over the room, kind of.
Okay. Craxus would relay that information. He would say, Master, it seems to be a disheveled chapel. I don't see anyone in there. Derek, when I scryed on Strahd, he was in like an office, wasn't he?
It was in a very dark room, no windows, one door leading in or in and out.
Yeah. And Craxus would point that out as well. What I did see when I scryed on him last, when he caught me.
When you successfully scryed on him.
Yeah. He was in a room, a dark room with a single door, no windows or anything. Perhaps a dungeon of some type. Really, he could just be anywhere. He could be in a closet for all I know.
I mean, he does have a husband.
If Regin thinks that he's probably in the throne room,
Technically not a husband either.
Then let's-
Had a relationship, but not husband.
then let's go there. So, do we go through this door here, or do we go up to the staircase and make our way down?
I think we should go through this door here.
Ragnar's
Minotaur room?
looking to Regin when he says all that. You said there was a door over here, right, Derek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raging nods and says, "That door is near to that building. That could be the throne room. A room of importance, as Calaxis has scouted. That should be our first place, for it should be near the atrium of the castle."
Then let's go. The longer we wait, the worse things might get.
Everybody closer together so I can just copy and paste everybody.
Do any of you... And Ragnar's going to look to Ismark and Van Richten specifically and glance like quickly at Ordin. It's up to Ray if Ordin notices or not. After that fight we've already had against underlings. Okay. Way to waste a nat 20 on that, Ray.
You were the one who said it.
I didn't say roll. I said you could decide.
I can't decide. You should have known that.
After facing the underlings and dealing with what we dealt with, do any of you want to go back?
I'm staying with you guys. I don't care if I die again. I'm gonna.
And about probably this time, your wings would fade away because you've been talking and discussing for quite a while.
Well, it wasn't finished, Eric. But all right.
But no, you can continue talking.
Um. Yeah, I don't care if I die again. I'll protect this land and, more importantly, you guys as long as I can.
Just do me a favor. Don't die again.
No promises, but I will do my best.
Do or do
Don't-
not. There's no try.
Don't go down and then roll a fail and then a nat 1.
You got it. But on that note, I will absolutely touch Iris's shoulders. Thanks for getting me up back there. I know it's not much, but you should have this. And I'm gonna hand her my oil of sharpness because I think she can make good use of it.
Iris almost jumps out of her skin when you put your hand on her shoulder.
Well, you're gonna
Just-
be glad that I'm giving you this.
Like absentmindedly takes the oil from you. What does it do while we're waiting for Derek to take us wherever we're going?
I'm
Okay.
sending it to you.
I was waiting for you to actually say you were entering the building. I know you were going to, but you hadn't quite entered yet. Okay. And you are in
Oh my god.
this room with the where I believe Caraxus signed his name in the ledger, or no, he signed Strahd's name in the ledger.
And Donald Duck.
No,
And
And Donald Duck.
I did. Yeah, I did Donald Duck and
Oodles did
Tyler.
Strahd. Somebody
was
did
it Oodles?
Strahd.
Yeah, I think it was Tyler.
I think Tyler did something because he made the same joke that Nate did. Which way does this
Yeah,
lead? This
'cause-
goes to the heart, right?
Trying to figure out if
that
we
leads
could
to-
read it or
leads to
not.
The heart staircase.
This also goes to the heart. Because this is where
Yes.
there's a crater right here where Ragnar fell.
Ragnar fell.
Hold on.
And there's one beside it where
There's-
Iris fell.
This is down now, right?
Yes.
Do we know what is down this way?
We
what
did
is down
go-
that way?
That's towards the catacombs, isn't it?
No, that
We did go down there. Because we came up from there.
yeah. Derek, what's over there?
40 feet. Map 11. I will tell you in just a sec.
Thank you. You guys, like-
This is the one that leads to the kitchen, isn't it? There's one by the kitchen where the Mongol
That is
folk
the
was.
one.
And
that
then there's
is the
one by
Rahadin's room. That's the one that leads. That's to the west of Rahadin's.
yeah. This one is the one by Rahadin's. This one's the one by Cletus. Is it Cletus?
No. This is the
Cyrus?
one. This is the one by Rahadin.
Okay.
The one by the other one is elsewhere, or it's hidden on this part of the map.
Okay.
Actually, no, you're right. I can't read. That one goes down to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So which way do we go?
Well, this way would lead us back to the skull of Argynvost. Ordin, you thought of this way, correct?
Yeah, I can go up ahead, and I will
No.
very carefully this time take a
And
few
we'll-
steps.
Yeah, I reckon we'll grab you, shake our heads. No,
Yeah, no.
Draxus, Wyvern.
Literally everyone's like, not happening.
He's literally doing that thing where
Yeah,
he's just,
anyone
testing out the
but you.
water.
It's basically anyone but you.
Well, that feels
Yeah,
so
anyone but
personal.
you.
It is
Uh-oh.
personal. You keep dying.
Oh, yeah, I've only died the one time, and that
And
was
passed
not
Did
out.
a
everyone else
trap.
vanish?
Passed out 5,365 other
Deleted.
times.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did everyone else vanish?
Yes,
He's
I
working.
Yeah,
deleted.
we're going to a
I
new.
deleted
We're,
everyone.
Oh, okay.
we're going to a new map, Nate.
Calm down.
Oh, okay.
Nate's
I
like,
was
my
like, oh,
computer
no."
broke again. Hey,
And right
Derek.
now, I
Alright.
only his
Oh,
wyvern
I
is-
gotcha.
Hey, Derek.
Yeah,
you
I
can remove my P circle too.
Oh, true.
I
Okay.
think it's deactivated by now.
Okay.
I think my sheets have dried at this point.
So yeah, my wyvern is gonna venture down here. Any open doors? What am I looking at, Derek?
I think
Any people?
all of the doors are left open, but you don't see any people.
Well, my wyvern's gonna just fly around real quick and like just pop into each room and just get an idea, like up to this room here.
Yeah, up to
Just
the Hall of
see.
Bones.
Yeah.
You still don't.
Oh.
You get an eerie feeling. You don't see any movement, no signs of life. Your wyvern doesn't hear anything coming or in the halls. It's just eerily silent on this or in this area.
Are these doors in the Hall of Bones open?
Every door has been left open.
Oh shit. Everyone, it seems perfectly quiet down here. And all the doors are open.
Oh, you moved your wyvern into that room over here?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's because
Well, is it?
we don't close doors behind us.
Yeah, you don't. Is your wyvern's not invisible? Is it?
No.
Okay.
Damn it, Nate. Again.
Well, it's
At
the
least it's
wyvern's
not us. And he is flying.
This poor
Can he
little
be stealthy?
wyvern.
Can he be stealthy flying?
Let's see. Oh, okay. Never mind. You
What do
don't
you
see
mean?
anything in this room.
Okay.
It's just a
Well-
bunch of casks, like a bunch of kegs lined up along the wall.
Yeah. Okay. So just for future reference, my wyvern has a +3 for perception and stealth, in case that ever needs to come up. But
Okay.
yeah. So he's gonna pop in here, see nothing,
And I think
and
before everybody jumps down like their actual characters, it's a pretty good time to break.
how long are we going tonight?
I'm gonna be off by 8:30, so we got about an hour and 10 minutes left if we take a break now.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna take about a 10-minute break and hope nothing actually breaks while we're gone. Knock on wood. And fingers crossed we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Grab a drink, grab bathroom, whatever, and we'll hopefully be back in 10 minutes.
Grab the whole bathroom?
Yes, because we won't be
Grab
having another
bathroom.
break. So grab it now so that you can use it while we're doing the second half of the stream. All right, everybody, we're back. Let's see what kind of trouble we get into letting Caraxus scout ahead.
Okay, so what is Caraxus doing now?
So the Wyvern would just be looking around. Yeah, I mean he's going through any open door he can all around this place. Where would he be stopped with anything at all?
Every door, every room in this floor, since our party doesn't close doors at all, is all open and completely empty. You see,
Hey,
like
Derek. Hey, Derek, I don't know if you
ahead.
know this, but there's other people in this castle, and they could have potentially closed doors, but I'm just saying.
No, they're not closing the doors.
That's why Caraxes thinks it's weird.
Mm-hmm. All the doors are left open.
But yeah, he would tell them, yeah, this floor is completely empty. The Wyvern hasn't gone down any stairs or something, but tentatively we can move along carefully. And Caraxes would begin to come down stealthily.
Boop.
Wow, that was really stealthy.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't even see myself.
Like, no, Caraxus wasn't even there. There's Caraxus. Whoops, he's on top of him. Ordin.
Are y'all seeing the
There.
same map I am?
Yeah.
Do y'all see yourself?
God, I hope we are.
Uh-oh. Your connection to the server has been interrupted.
Reload Roll20.
Shit.
I think Raging will move to here and ask Caraxes to send his Wyvern down.
Yes. Oh, wait, I'm almost here. Here I am. Yeah, Derek, my Wyvern is going wherever Raging says he's going.
Okay. Oops. I fucked up.
Caraxes is multiplying.
There, that's the Wyvern again. I'm screwing up. Okay.
Oh God, he turned into a rabbit.
Caraxes reproduces by budding.
Down at 12. Okay. Let me make sure to delete all of you off of the previous map because to avoid confusion. Oop. Because every time I leave you guys on a map, you come back and go, "Who's that?" Paste. Copy. Okay. Bring everybody to map. Boop. 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 And boop. And you would come down, your Wyvern would come down to this part of the dungeon, and he would go down the spiral staircase and come to the flooded area of the dungeon where the cells and everything were.
I remember this well.
Where he killed what's his face?
The Welder.
Orast, yeah.
Yeah.
Iris and Ragnar are both stepping in front of Ordin before Ordin has a chance to step into this water anywhere.
Well, you guys haven't gone down yet. Only the Wyvern has so far.
Ooh, that's happening.
Anything in the room here? Nothing?
I'm trying to find the room again. There. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's still the dark, low shapes thrusting up out of the water here, where you saw before. Each are racks, torture racks, Iron Maidens, stocks, all kinds of instruments of torture. Their skeletons still lying on them. Nothing seems to have been touched. There's no fresh bodies in this chamber. It seems empty, and then there's still the balcony that leans or overlooks the torture room that you guys didn't get to explore because you couldn't get up there.
Well, good thing we got a flyer.
Yes.
Yeah, Wyvern's gonna pop up in there.
Two large wooden thrones rest on this balcony. Behind the thrones hangs a red velvet curtain 30 feet long. The ceiling on this balcony is 10 feet high, but there's no living creatures on this balcony.
Any unliving creatures?
No, there are no
Okay.
mobs.
Can the Wyvern kind of like drop down and squeeze under here?
Yeah, you squeeze under the curtain, and the Wyvern would see a door to the others to an unexplored room.
Wyvern's gonna listen at the door.
Have it make a perception check.
Wait, we completely missed that.
You weren't able to get
You
up there.
couldn't get up there.
Oh yeah, it's a
12.
balcony. Duh.
Like the balcony is 7 feet above the water level, and 10 feet above the water level, and the water's like 5 foot deep, so it's about 15 to 17 feet above the main torture chamber.
Gotcha.
The Wyvern does not hear anything on the other side of the door.
Okay. Well, he's gonna come on back and let everyone know what's up. Crexus would say, again, it's empty, undisturbed.
Can you send it up? Like up these stairs here?
Like what's yours?
The stairs that we're at right now, you sent it down, and there's also one going up, I believe.
Oh yeah, okay, so you want to go.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I can do that. Whoop.
Blue skidoo, we can too.
Let me see where's that go? To map 3. Okie dokie. And dupe. Okay, you should all be here at on the ground level. And Syraxis is out, like the Wyvern is coming up the staircases right outside the dining hall in the main entrance area.
Yeah, so Wyvern's gonna kind of flap around and take a peek. Are those gargoyles still wandering around over here?
They aren't wandering. They aren't wandering around. You know that since when you were leaving, they jumped down. They were in preparation of jumping down. They were starting to move. They are back perched up on along the ceiling on their ledges.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, so we have identified a single threat this entire time, so that's fun. Craxus would say, Wyvern's just gonna fly straight through here.
Okay. You're gonna go up the stairs to map 4.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Craxus would say, the gargoyles that were at the front door, they seem to have reperched. They aren't animated yet.
Do you have a distance with your Wyvern?
He needs to be.
I think it's a
So
long way.
he can keep on going, I can only see, I want to say like 100 feet or a mile. It's either 100 feet or a mile. Something crazy though.
Look it up. That's a
yeah,
big
I
difference.
am. It is.
I was
Yeah.
going to say,
Let me-
if that's the case, then if it's 100 feet, he won't be seeing a lot of what he's relaying.
Like,
Let me
if
see,
it's 100
find
feet,
familiar.
that level that you just were at would be as far as you could see through his eyes.
Let me see. While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. So yeah, it's 100 feet.
Okay, so
So we can-
you wouldn't be able to see through his eyes and communicate with him for the next level.
No. So he would go to where his maximum is, and
which would be that staircase that he was at. So
gotcha. Yeah, that's fair.
there. Even though that's probably more than 100 feet, but I'll give it to you.
Take it. And take whatever you can give.
I'm not trying to handicap us or anything, but like if we
Mhm.
just send the wyvern all around the castle, then we're never going to do anything.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's so useful to scout with the wyvern, but I don't want to take up the whole fucking.
Well, I mean, that's
session
why I
with-
asked, because
Yeah.
if it's got we would definitely use it if it doesn't have a range, but if it's got a range, then
Right.
we need
Yeah.
to.
Now,
I hate to say it, but we need to be putting ourselves in danger to
So,
do.
Mhm. Yeah.
like, where does the party want to go from here?
Yeah.
well, we haven't really found anywhere yet.
Because technically, you're still on the same floor where you fought Rahadin. So you're down in
I
the Hall
say-
of Bones.
We could probably head north of the Hall of Bones. We haven't
Yeah.
really went up that way.
What did you guys
so-
see after you fought Rahadin? Like, what else was that way?
I think you came into contact with a Strahd illusion and ran, because that's
Mhm.
when everybody started bolting, because you guys had just fought Rahadin, so you were kind of hurt.
Yeah.
I know, but I was
If-
asking the party, not the DM.
If
But the party would know that you turd.
if somebody brings up the Strahd illusion, Ragnar would say, maybe we should head that way.
Yeah, Caraxus would definitely say it.
If he sent up an illusion to keep us from going that direction, maybe that's where we should head.
Maybe Rahadin's that way too. And I'll look over to Rajin.
Yes, good. That makes sense.
Ordin puts the man in manipulate.
So you're heading down over here.
Very carefully, yes.
Is that a secret passageway?
Yes, but you know it was
Okay.
there.
Well, yeah, I
Because
know
Rahadin
that. I was just
slipped out
asking
through it.
because there's no
Yes.
door there. So
Yeah, that was a secret passageway.
why does my? Never mind. I'm not gonna ask because it sounds awful. It's because Derek copied and pasted. That's why.
What? Oh, why that hell? Oh, your piss circle. Why the
Yeah.
fuck is it still there?
Because you keep copying it, you keep pasting the same one, and it was copied with it.
Okay, let me do it.
Wait,
This-
are we over here then?
No, I haven't brought you down to the.
Oh, you're putting them in the darkness. Gotcha.
We're just hidden.
No, you're. Yeah, I'm putting everybody in the darkness, so if I need to bring you back, I don't have to drag your characters back over time. There. And you are now down at this level.
I can head forward and see what's down.
The Oakenbeards are
Oh.
looking to Rajin it right now.
Yeah, no, I think Raging will say, look at how you're still beat up. No, I shall go. And I'll approach myself.
We have a wyvern.
We have 3 Caraxus.
Yes, but there is also a door.
This
Oh,
Craxus
right.
doesn't exist. Fuck you.
I'm gonna
And
follow.
Craxus
Give me
would
1
just
second.
follow behind you.
Okay, 1 second. I'm making sure if I paste you again, I'm not adding another Craxus. Okay, you come to that door and it is shut because you haven't been in this room before because you saw the Strahd illusion. He intimidated you guys and you ran.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
What does Ragin do?
He's going to check the door, as in listen on the other side for any signs of movement, anybody next door. He's going to check. He's seen Caraxis do this all the time. He's going to try and check the door for traps, for sigils, like for magic traps as well as physical traps.
Mm-hmm. Give me 1 second. I
He
have to-
learned something from Caraxis.
I haven't read this room, so I need to read.
Is Caraxis right behind him?
Yes.
He will like check for it himself and then see Caraxis right behind him and go, perhaps you should do this. Look for any signs of traps, magical or non-magical. You have something that may help, right?
And he's just looking at you, like watching what you're doing. He goes, "Master, you are doing very good. But I will maybe I'll help you." And he would rather give you the help action to
Okay.
have advantage on your traps.
All right. What do you want me to roll, Derek?
Perception check. If you're listening, right?
I'm checking the door for like.
That'd be investigation. An 18. There are no traps on this door.
Okay, and then perception to see if there's anything on the other side.
You do. You're not. You don't hear anything.
That's cool. Then it appears that we are all clear. And he'll begin to open the door slowly, looking through the gap as it increases.
I'm gonna get ready just in case something's on the other side.
Can Ragnar like grab some part of Ragin before he starts to open the door?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
And this castle can't all be empty. Would you mind if I gave a listen?
Very well.
Make a perception check. Ragnar.
He has to
You
find it.
gotta check what my modifier is, Derek.
Oh, true.
24.
You don't
Nice.
hear any movement in the room, but you have a faint sound of like a flickering, like a flame flickering on the other side in the room.
Uh-oh.
I don't hear any movement, but there is something in there. It sounds a bit like fire.
Are you sure that's not me?
Are you-
You're damn well sure.
Are you on fire?
I mean, it could be my stomach.
Your stomach's on fire?
I've heard that it's described as a flickering fire, yes.
I'm not sure that's what they were talking about, but it's not usually what people mean when they say something like burning passion or something like that. But that's not a topic for a place like this, Ordin.
Okay. So yeah, you know that there's kind of like a flame entity, not entity, but there's a flame on the other side.
Let's not go in
It's not
there,
an-
guys.
It's
Let's go
not
the
an
other
entity.
direction.
Definitely not a flame entity.
It's actually not, but
Well, the thing is, we have to deal with it because the flame entity that's in there has all of the Infinity Stones.
so what does Raging do now?
He'll give a nod and he'll begin to open the door. I don't know if it's in or out, but he'll open it and begin to peer
It
in.
opens in. It opens in, so you start pushing the door in. As you slowly open this door, a bright light starts illuminating the staircase from when you came. This room is 30 feet square, rising to a 20-foot tall flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flame produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball and made of a colored crystal. No 2 stones are the same color. Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down to the bottom. Written in glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with swords drawn, stand in deep alcoves facing each other, one on each side of the room. The brazier sits between them, and
What are you trying to say about dwarves?
Can we hold up one of our dwarfs to measure to make sure it is bigger than a dwarf?
I'm kind of offended by the wording of that. Also, completely off subject, it took me a good 5 minutes to figure out what those things in the alcoves were because it's the top-down view. It took me forever to realize it was people on horses.
Oh, they look like spiders to me.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Are we going inside?
What do you see? Did Ragin open the door all the way, or is he just cracking it open and looking in, or what's going on?
Yeah, he's cracking it open to look in first. But he's going to, as there's nothing that seems threatening in here at the moment, he'll continue to open it, probably so that the people nearest can also see. And he'll just give a look to his right, to Ordin, I guess, and over his shoulder to Ragnar, maybe looking for a nod or something to go inside.
Hey guys, we just got raided.
Hey!
Welcome, raiders. Glad to have you. We're in the middle of Curse of Strahd game, and we just found the Infinity Stones. So you get to see us all become Thanos.
I'm gonna nod and very, 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 very carefully try to go into this room.
Raging will also go into the room as well then.
Okay.
Maybe move to the left as Ordin maybe goes right.
Where did you say this hourglass was?
It's hanging exactly above the brazier here in the middle.
How high?
How high above it? Let me reread. 10 feet above the brazier.
So how high is that above a dwarf's head?
The dwarf is only 4 feet, so 6 feet above a dwarf's head.
Dude,
Well, wait, how tall is the brazier? Is what you're asking?
Exactly.
Doesn't
Derek's
say how tall the brazier is. The brazier's probably 3 feet tall, 3-4 feet tall. So the brazier's about the dwarf height, and then 10 feet more.
Hey, Ragnar, do you want to get on my shoulders and see if you can read that?
Where's the
And
where's the plaque that we see or whatever?
I believe it's on the brazier, isn't it?
It's on the brazier or on the hourglass.
Yeah. Oh, on the base of the hourglass.
Is it big enough
So
for
about
us to
40
see from here, or would I need to get on Ordin's shoulders to see it?
You would have to get on the shoulders. Yeah.
I feel like it's important. If you'll give me a boost.
I
Just-
will crouch down so you can climb on top.
Don't tell the elf.
You would get on Ordin's shoulders and you'd start to read the writing on the hourglass. It reads as follows: Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna Ragnar's gonna read that out loud to everybody.
What does it mean by two, do you think?
Well, he's a vampire, so surely that means. Do you remember how Urson had a coffin? Maybe that's what it means.
Did Caraxus tell us about when he was scrying and seeing a coffin?
I didn't see a coffin.
Didn't
You did the
time?
first time, didn't you?
Oh, whatever I saw
When it
the
was
first time, I
Strahd
would've
and
told you. That was
Rahadin?
like a month ago.
Yeah, it
Does
was like
Caraxus
Whatever I
remember?
saw, would have. Nathan doesn't remember,
Yeah.
but Caraxus would have told you what he saw.
Pretty sure. Okay, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you seen him in the room with the coffin.
I'm pretty
Not
sure
this,
you
not
did.
that you seen Strahd in a coffin, but you seen a coffin in the room where they were at.
Yeah, and Rahadin was there
think-
too.
Yeah, I know Rahadin was there too, but yeah, I think that's right.
And Ragnar kind of looks at Ordin. I think you're right. I remember Caraxus seeing Strahd and Rahadin in a room with a coffin.
Do you think that's where he is right now?
Well, if he needs that to stay alive, he might be guarding it.
That's probably right. It might be a good idea. Even if that's not where he is, we could go and smash it.
What should we do? Do you think we could get rid of these other stones, or take them and keep him from anyone from coming here and using this to get out?
I don't know. Can you reach him? And I'll kind of stand on my tiptoes.
I mean, they're around the brazier, right?
The rocks are placed around the brazier.
Oh, gotcha. Then with one hand holding onto Ragnar's leg.
Don't touch them just yet. Before
Oh, he's like that and he stops. I was on mute.
let's think about this before we do anything. Why is the hourglass not moving?
Well, is it stuck? And could I like try to, with a free hand, try to like bonk on it to see if I can get the sand moving?
Is that going to be like
Ordin,
Yeah,
Ragnar's like, don't
can
touch anything, and Ordin's like, I'm gonna see if I can make it work.
I'm trying in my head to consider if that's an attack.
It's not.
Yeah,
I know it's not.
Give me a bonk check.
What do I roll for bonk?
Yeah, what's your bonk modifier?
You know, I don't think that's on the standard 5e feat.
You bonk the hourglass with your what would you say you were bonking it with?
My hand?
You can reach 14 feet.
Okay, maybe not.
I mean, how tall are you?
6. Like 6'6".
Plus
I mean,
another
you're-
4, that'd be like 10.
I'm not gonna give Ragnar my hand to like bonk on it. That doesn't work.
Use your sword.
Right, I think he was talking about extending your arm up.
I know.
Although I don't think your arm's 4 feet long. Like,
No,
I don't think so.
but
probably
Pickle.
another 2. Find another 2, so you'd reach like 8 feet.
My arm is as big as Ragnar and Iris.
Damn.
Ordin's like, my calf itches and doesn't have to bend over to scratch.
But no, Ordin cannot reach the hourglass.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
Rajin, you're the only. Well, you're probably the most magic of us. What do you think? I'm just literally putting everything on Kevin, so if something goes wrong, it's Kevin's fault. Did we lose him?
Kevin.
Oh, he's muted. Kevin, you're muted.
Sorry, I couldn't see that I was muted. Rajin's been standing, looking at the inscription, looking at the fire, the hourglass, the stones, thinking. Although he's not the most intelligent, maybe knowledgeable rather than intelligent, I guess. And he sees the inscriptions and says, "Well, clearly, whatever this does, it takes us to these places."
Well, we know that. That's
Go ahead.
that comes from the inscription. I'm talking about why is the hourglass not moving, and should we either take or smash the other stones that we're not going to use?
And Rictavio would add to it. What if this is also what he wants us to do? What if us just popping in exactly on top of him is a trap?
But then he would be trapped with us.
Well, yeah, but they could throw he could throw caltrops on the ground, and then we can land on it.
I think. Where do I even start? I think caltrops are probably the least of our worries. Let's start there. Also,
Okay,
this whole place is a trap. The whole thing.
I say take the stones, prevent him from using them.
Should we try to smash them or should we just take them?
Take them. Perhaps we could use them. But it is risky, as Ordin says. We will not use them.
Man, I really don't want to waste a spell slot. But
are you thinking about detect magic?
yeah. Obviously I know it's magic, but
yeah, don't. You're gonna waste a spell slot. It's gonna tell you it's teleportation magic, and you're gonna be like, "Well, I knew that."
Well, I was thinking more of the hourglass because I'm wondering if there's something else to do with it than just the teleportation.
Can you get your wyvern to look at it? Maybe if you get closer, you can tell.
As you're yelling to Caraxus up the staircase still.
Well, yeah, you'd say that, and then you'd look around and notice that Caraxus is nowhere to be found.
Oh, and I'm sure I'm just
he rolled for stealth, and he is stealth.
I imagine
I am.
I've got Ragnar on my shoulder still, like Caraxus, just like swinging Ragnar.
If we're just going to take the stones, let's do it and move on. I still think that there's something with the hourglass, but is it worth wasting resources on to find out, or to try to find out?
Hey, and I will pull out a javelin. I could try hucking this at it. We wouldn't be losing the javelin unless it blew up.
This is a small room. You're probably going to hit one of us.
I'm not that bad with it. I just lose them.
Can't lose them in such a small room.
All right. I guess we've got nothing to lose. Who's taking the stones? Are we dividing them up? One of us taking them and keeping them all? What are we doing?
Why don't we each take one? That way, if someone tries to take them from us, they don't get all of them all at once.
All right.
Rictavio would go and grab, because there's a bunch of each colored. Actually, no, there's only one of each colored stone. Takes one of the stones. Ismark would go and take the one next to it. Well, and then they would go, well, nothing happened from us just touching the stones, at least. That's a plus.
What do you think it means by his bride?
Well, that means Tatiana, right?
But she's dead, isn't she?
Well, maybe he has her buried here.
What if these locations were placed before Strahd? Strahd's father.
That could be, or whoever owned the castle before.
It's just a question, because I know that he's been after Irina, so just asking. Iris and Ragnar will go grab a stone.
I'll grab one too.
And then that would leave Rajin for the last one.
Alright, I'm gonna back up and huck my javelin.
Wait,
Wait.
let the other two get away first. Maybe they
Okay,
should
you
go
guys-
out the door.
Like, do you want Rictavio and Ismark back here?
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Probably, especially since Ordin's throwing it in that direction some way.
Yeah, you guys
You know the second Ray says, "Oh, I'll chuck a javelin at it," I went, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, can all of you guys like step back just to be safe?
Rajin's like, I want to be as close as I can.
Smite me, O mighty smiter.
No, this one doesn't have a smite on it. Does a 15 hit this hourglass?
Yes, roll for damage. Because it has health.
Kind of figured.
That's a good sign.
8, that's a good hit.
That's literally the highest I can get for the javelin.
The second Ordin throws that javelin, it hits the hourglass. The doors behind you slam shut.
Uh-oh.
So Caraxus, Ismark, and Rictavio, and Iris, because Iris backed out.
Shit.
Are now locked outside of the room. The two statues on either side of the alcoves start moving.
No!
Mm-hmm.
And roll for initiative. I actually think before we roll for initiative, this is a good. I know we still have a half hour. This is a good cliffhanger to end on. Instead of just ending like 2 turns into combat.
I mean, I'm okay with that if everybody else is.
There's only like 3 of us that are actually in the combat, though.
Very true. Well, you could try to open the door.
You can try.
I mean, there's like 5 people on the other side of this. Surely they can break it open.
I'm just getting it ready, guys. Just in case.
Look, there's 2 of them. It's fine. And we got Ragnar.
Whatever. Fucking
There's
send
2
it.
statues on horses against
Yes.
2 dragonborns and 1 useless dwarf.
Yes. But one of those is Rajin.
And one of the Dragonborn have 2 lives.
Yes.
Left.
And one of them's half gone already.
Okay.
All right, send it.
Roll initiative then.
Do we roll initiative out here as well?
Yes. Everybody will roll initiative.
Oh, that is the highest I've ever rolled initiative.
Oh, there we go.
They got a 0. Let's go. They're going
Nice.
last.
Ragnar got a 9.
Ragnar got a 9. Ordin got a 19.
Iris got a 13.
Iris got a 13.
To be fair, I figured these statues were going to come alive, but I
Why would they
wasn't
not?
thinking the hourglass was going to trigger it.
Oh, yeah, the hourglass triggers
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah, the hourglass is what triggers it. You could have left and been fine. That you attacking the brazier, the hourglass, or the golems themselves triggers it. Veteran 5e.
Why do we need to fuck with the hourglass?
Because Ordin
'Cause-
wanted to.
It's
No,
important.
because Ragnar did.
I did not want to throw javelins at it.
You said there was something weird about the hourglass, and I'm like, oh, should I huck a
Yes.
javelin? And
I
you were
didn't
like,
say, please attack the hourglass.
yeah, but then I was like, should I huck a javelin? And you're like, oh, my big concern is that you're gonna hit someone.
Well, I guess you should have hit someone instead of the hourglass.
Would you feel better if I had hit Rictavio?
Yes.
I mean, then we wouldn't be fighting two statues while everyone else is locked outside.
It's
hey.
all right. We got Iris out here.
Ordin's first.
Okay. I will turn and see this happening, and I will turn back to Ragnar. Try to get those doors open, and then I'll turn over to Rajin. You get the one over there. I'll get this one. And he's gonna run forward and multi-attack this one.
There we go.
You light up your sword, I assume.
Does a 17 hit?
It's up. Yes.
I doubt this thing is undead, right?
There's no, it's a construct.
I mean, it's not alive.
13 points of damage on first hit.
And it's radiant damage, correct?
Yep.
Nice.
Can I see like how it's reacting to that?
I'm looking. Okay. It takes normal damage.
Okay. So seeing that it's not like bouncing off of it, he's gonna make his second. Maybe.
Wait.
What?
I thought for next time a 17 will not hit. A 14
Okay,
does not
well,
hit.
14 doesn't hit.
I already said a 17 hits that time. It has a higher AC than that.
And it just, the sword's not strong enough. It doesn't cut through exactly. So he's just going to stand his ground and try to keep it away from Ragnar.
And Rictavio, now next up is Rictavio. He's going to kind of walk up here, try to push on the door. He's not a very strong. He's a little old man. He ain't very strong. And he's just going to be like, one of you two stronger lad or lass, get this door open so we can get in there and help them. And then he's going to back up again. And it's Iris's turn.
His turn was to yell at everyone else.
What else is he going to do? It's a damn... He can't open the door.
He's not yelling. He's dictating.
Oh, he wants to get in there and fight.
Yeah, he's being a real dictate.
Dictator.
Iris's
Tater
turn.
tot.
I just realized Ragnar has 2 more spell slots than I've been using the whole time, but you know.
Well, when would that come in handy, except for maybe raising your dead friend?
No, I don't have anything for that. I want to look at these doors and see if it's magic, like see if I can tell if it's something magic that's holding it shut.
Make an
Either
Arcana.
magical or mechanical.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Oh yay, I get to roll something that has a -1 to it. 18. Thank God.
Hey, oh.
You are fairly certain that this is a mechanical lock.
All right. Can I try to open it then?
You make
Even
a
if it's
strength check. Like try to break the lock or there's no like physical locks on the door. It just closed shut and is unable to be just pushed open.
16.
That is not. You only have a +2 to strength.
Yep.
Okay. You will never open this door. Iris will never
Damn.
open this door. And
Well,
to be
guys, you
fair,
guys are on your own. See you later.
neither can Ismark.
Wait, question. Why can Rictavio use the help action?
So help roll at advantage.
Yeah.
Still not going to matter. There's
Well,
no,
yeah.
no.
there's not a chance a
if-
strength check from any of our characters outside will open this door.
Yeah, if the DC is 25, then a 22 is not going to do it.
If the DC is 25, I'm just saying you guys are all screwed.
Oh, if it's 25, no one can get that door open.
25.
Right? You can start beating on it.
Yep, that's exactly what it's Syraxis' turn. You see
Ragnar's
Iris push with all of her might. This door does not budge.
Yeah, so Caraxis, the door would slam shut. The glow of the fire ceases its admittance, and Caraxis would turn the corner and see, oddly enough, the two Yahoos that are coming along with us and Iris are at the door, and he would be in a panic because Ray Jin's in there, and he would run over and say, what happened?
So you had to bonus action dash to get there.
Okay, sorry.
Ordin threw a javelin at something mad. Ordin threw a javelin at something magical, dearie. Forgot who was outside the room for a second. And you know, he's always finding traps and found another one.
And another one.
And another one. And he says, well, what do we do? Can we open it?
You're welcome to try. We already have. And it's not working.
I will bonus action dash over here. And can I inspect to see if there is a way that I can mechanically get the door open, like with my thieves' tools or anything like that?
Make
Can I
a
put like a Slim Jim in there?
investigation check.
Gotcha. Can my wyvern plop on my shoulder and give me the help action?
Sure.
As that is its sole purpose in life. Uh, 18.
This is a heavy stone door. The only way through it is to break it down.
Yeah, so Craig says
push it open.
right. So Craig, he's going through and he's got his bag of tools popped down. He's in like hyper focus mode. And after a little bit of fucking with it, he looks to Iris and a very, very serious tone, also whispering. He says, we have to break it down. It is the only way.
I know
And
the way.
I know the way. And he takes out his short sword because that's all he's really got.
Make an attack roll.
Sure, yeah, I can do that.
At least it's not Ragnar taking out Carax's short sword this time.
Ooh.
How dare
10 to
you,
hit.
sir?
That you kind of hit it, but your sword just bounces right off of it. As you did not,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't hit the AC.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I got an idea for next turn, but we're good.
And Ismark will take his free action. Don't stand in my way too. I want to do that. I want to take a swing. Because he wants you to also move back.
He Craxus says, On my next turn, maybe.
Okay. It is now Ragnar's turn.
Um. Ragnar is going to turn and take a swing at this door
Okay, make an attack roll.
with the warhammer instead of his axe.
Okay.
Hammers are good for doors.
Hammer. Let me see.
It's like both are considered magical, right? Or is the axe not?
Yeah, but I'm figuring if it's a stone door, I shouldn't be swinging my axe at it.
Fair.
Okay. 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and damage. 10 plus 4. 14 damage.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Next up is Ragin.
Ragin is going to run over to here. And Ragin is going to try and double team this one. Try and finish one at a time rather than try and take them on together. And he's going to cast his Spirit Shroud. At the maximum level. So it would be at level 5.
Always cast at max level, which is insane.
Yeah. Let me just select that.
And I will say that while you're selecting that, Ordin looks a little sad and kind of pouts a little bit that you're not doing what he said. He's like, "Oh, I thought I had a good plan."
You're not the battle master.
He's
are
not, but
the
he's
leader.
trying.
He is trying.
What did that get you? You died.
Yeah,
You know what? Right.
and then he's going to attack this one here.
Okay. What does Spirit Shroud do?
It will give me an extra 2d8 radiant damage, or necrotic damage, or cold damage, depending on what I want it to do.
Right.
And then I can choose a creature within 5 feet of me that will like have some movement reduced.
Okay.
Yeah. So does a 20 hit, Derek?
Yes.
Okay, and that's for 23 damage.
I didn't. Oh wait, there it is. Okay. And it's all magical, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Magic. So we've got some magical slashing damage, and then 10 radiant damage.
Right.
Okay. And then second attack. Woo!
Oh.
Does a crit hit, Derek?
Yes.
Does a crit hit, Derek? Wow.
43, 43 damage on that one, and 23 on the previous one. So that's 66 damage.
Ace.
Is it dead yet?
No. Not even close.
Ordin, you got to pull your weight.
Now, go ahead. Finish it.
And that's his turn.
As there is a tiny kobold in his way. Wait, is technically Paraxis considered a small creature? Is he considered medium?
He is considered a small creature.
So he can occupy the same space as friendly creatures, right?
I thought that was a tiny creature can. Like my Wyvern can occupy the same space.
Occupy same space.
Halflings, in particular, I believe, can occupy the same space as a larger creature.
Well, he's
I
not,
could be wrong on that.
He's not bigger than a halfling,
No, but I think it's like a special halfling thing.
is it?
Then he can't attack this wall. So he's just gonna
Just
sit
have
here and wait. Go ahead.
Just has Ismark like toss
Shoot.
Caraxus to the side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pick him up and move him.
Yeah, no.
I think
he's,
half
not,
of his movement.
he's not gonna be rude. Correction said, wait.
It's not going to be rude
Yeah,
and
no.
move him out of the way to help his friends.
If it helps Derek, if Ismark would say something about like, let me move out the way, let me try this.
He did, and you were
get
like,
into it.
no.
Well, no, if he says it again, Caraxus would say, I need everyone to back up. I have an idea. And his hands start frosting.
Oh, your turn. Oh, gotcha. And he would back up a few feet then.
He said, oh, all right, fair enough.
Iris looks at him and says, I will next turn.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. Next up are the golems here. You see both golems inhale, or what a stone golem would look like inhaling, and then out of their mouths exhales
no.
a bunch of poisonous gas. It just
Oh,
filling
no.
this room. Each creature in the area has to make a con saving throw.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
And if you want, you can do it twice, one for each golem. Because both golems do that.
I use poison gas jutsu.
Ooh. Okay, first one's a fail.
Ooh, that's bad.
That is not a fail, Derek, because I have advantage on con saves.
Nice.
Nice.
So.
I've got +4, so that's 8. Second one's gonna be a 12.
Ooh.
So remember.
All right, Derek, I don't have advantage. But does a 15 make it?
No, but the 24 will. I'll take that one as the second roll.
Okay.
So,
Hey, remember that part where you were like, I need you to pull your weights?
I rolled so
no.
high. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
That was just one.
That's guys.
That's
down.
41 damage, poison
That-
damage.
Ordin is dead. Is gonna die a second time.
Oh,
That
and
would
that
have killed.
exactly.
That would have
that
killed
is-
Caraxus.
That is 20 damage to. Actually, it'll be. I'm not even gonna make. It'll be 20 damage to Rajin. And then.
Oh my god!
Guys,
What the hell?
guys, I died again.
Hold on. So, how did you have exactly 41 hit points? Was it? Damn it.
How does
You had
this
to throw the
happen?
javelin.
So you had exactly 41.
Yes.
So that took you to 0.
Uh-huh.
And then 50.
Yeah.
But since it's a poison, it doesn't count as a crit, right? Because if somebody would have attacked you, how does that work? If somebody physically attacked you when you're down,
Because
is
I
it an
got
instant crit or is it an instant death
Hey,
spell?
like the two golems just
No.
executed the poison at the same time, so it's not gonna
Well, I
do
know.
anything to the death saves.
No, isn't it like you have to get to half health?
You have to get full. Like, isn't it full?
It's full.
Negative HP to die. So
Yeah,
you're
you have
just
to reach your
unconscious.
max HP. That's why I was asking.
Thank goodness, I'm still alive, but not good.
You will be rolling death saves. And I don't know how badly Ragin is looking.
Will Ordin take a fail because of the second set of damage or no?
No, it's gonna be at the same time.
Okay.
Like simultaneously.
Um,
Raging would take half of that one, so 25, so 66.
Right. So how much altogether?
66. Because the 50 was halved for you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. So I just have one failed. Is that right?
No. You have no
What?
fails yet.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm not gonna question how that happened. I'll just take it.
They did it at exactly the same time, so it was 91 damage to you simultaneously.
Cool, cool.
And that is their first turn.
Can I please roll a death saving before we go?
It's your
He said
turn.
that is their
It's your
first
turn.
turn.
Derek, what stone did I pick up?
we can decide which stone, who has which stone in the chat, I guess, because we're gonna end it here.
Okay, and what happened to Ragnar?
Oh shit! I forgot to roll. I forgot I was in the room.
Ragnar wouldn't be hit by the one on the left, but he would be hit by the one on the right. So make one con saving throw for Ragnar. I forgot about Ragnar.
+4.
I was worried about Ordin. I forgot that I was in the room.
And advantage.
And advantage, why?
Yeah, he has dwarves have advantage on
Oh,
saves.
gotcha.
5. Level 5 is just 3 proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I was fixing to add the right thing. $21 on my first one.
Okay, that's a save. So you take 25 poison damage.
All right, so Ragnar's laying in a pool of his own blood.
Ragnar gets advantage on con saves, doesn't he?
Well, that succeeded and halved the damage.
Oh, okay, good. True.
Hey, Derek, is a 20 or is a 10 a fail or a save?
It's a save.
Okay, I got one save.
Uh,
Wait! I just remembered. I've got this thing.
Oh yeah, you have the death thingy. You have the death ward.
Nice! I'm alive.
So you are at 1 HP.
Wait. Where's it at? I can't find it.
Like you went down, but then you just stood. You kind of got back to your knees, and we'll start next week with you making your turn. Because that's right, you had the death ward, which you do no longer have. So I'll take that off of you now.
I was trying to figure out how to take that off, but I can't find it.
Got it.
I found it.
I'm alive. The hell was that?
All right, so are we ending up there or?
Yeah.
So I was gonna say that we're ending up with Ordin down again, but I guess that saved him. So
Yeah, the death ward helped.
all right, everybody. That's gonna be it for us, I guess. Come back next week to see if we can get everything to work and actually stream, and see if we can survive, and see if Ordin goes down again.
I might.
We are not going to raid anybody tonight because I've got to get switched over and get over to Jarl of Goat's channel for Death of Deities because we're actually playing tonight. So if you guys want to come over there and see what it's all about, apparently we're going to be facing some pretty massive enemies this session, or very soon at least.
Ooh.
So
some
That
golems.
sounds fun.
Hey, Nathan.
Yeah.
yes.
I just wanted to say. Sorry, I was trying to say I messed up your cameras.
It's fine. It went right back to normal. So
Nice.
it messed up for like half a second.
I
All right. Hopefully,
saw that.
hopefully next week we can be back to normal state or figure something else out where we don't have as much trouble. But, you know, this is Dimension 119 and that never works, but we can hope, right? Anybody got any parting words before we go and mourn the loss of a character next week?
We might have a couple dead characters next week.
We might.
I'm thinking it's going to be at least a triple kill.
At
So
least.
maybe
Speaking
a
of that, I need to
triple.
prep that. I need to prep that sound up for next week.
Triple kill. Multi-kill.
All right. Well, unless
Yeah.
y'all have parting words, then I guess we're gonna head out.
All right, see y'all.
All right.
See y'all.
See you guys in another dimension.